Hey everybody, it's Chris Burfield, and I've got Casey Kale and Dr. Jason Radke with me today on this Google Hangout, and these guys are from Constant New Patients, and they have an insane marketing system that we're going to talk about today that I know you guys are going to absolutely fall in love with. So I just want you to kind of imagine this for a second. Imagine having new patients come into your office week after week, and you don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to go stand in a spinal screening booth for 10 to 12 hours a day in hopes of getting maybe 4 or 5 people to show up in your office. You don't have to go do a dinner talk. You don't have to do any of that stuff. These guys have a system. It's cutting edge. In my personal opinion, this thing will kill search engine optimization. This is going to bury SEO. There's actually no need for SEO. You could be a chiropractor in your town, not ranked on the first page at all, and intercept every single prospect that's looking for a chiropractor in your area before the guy down the street gets it. So, Casey and Jason, thank you for being on this Hangout, man. I'm super excited about what we have to share today.
Well, thank you for having us, Chris. We're excited to share what we've got, created for the doctors out there. So thank you for having us and getting the word out. We're excited to be here, man.
Absolutely, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt. So how about you guys fill us in a little bit? Tell us how you actually, Jason, Dr. Jason, tell us how you know Casey. And Casey actually is the programmer. He's the guy that developed the software. You guys are working as a team together to get this out to chiropractors and help them absolutely explode their practice. But tell us how you guys met and how this software actually came into being.
Well, me and Casey have been friends for about 15 years at this point. And he's always had a knack for technology, developing new businesses, branding new businesses, and really he's an accomplished public speaker and businessman in his own right. And we were, having dinner as friends do, drinking a beer one day. And I was talking about the complexities of practice and all the energy that you have to put into growing your business and how much it takes and how much money it takes and, how doctors get burnt out and really they just want to help people. They just want to put their hands on people and release the power in their body that heals their body. And enrich people's lives. They don't want to be tied up in all this stuff, and spending all this money, just to try and get in front of more people. And he said, well, I may have an idea, let me work on something. I've kind of been thinking about this program, and I think we can really do it, and that it would be beneficial for chiropractors. I'm like, yeah, right, dude. So, we meet about, a week later. He's like, yeah, I kind of got this thing together, and I want to run it by you. And he told me about it, and I was like, you're full of it. There's no way. There's no way something like this is even possible. This is way too good to be true. I mean, I love you, but I just don't believe it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to call you a liar, but prove it,
Right.
So, sure enough, he did. And I've been getting new patients ever since without having to do anything. So as soon as I got my first 10 to 15 new patients through the door in less than 2 weeks, I was like, we have to tell other chiropractors about this. You can the fact that you can target new patients anywhere in the world essentially. Yeah, this is crazy. We have to get this going. And so ever since, it's been a wild ride, and it's just been such a blessing to be able to, not only help connect people that need chiropractic care to the doctor, but also help keep these doctors that have these huge hearts, in business, help keep their businesses going. And so it's just been wonderful.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, that was one of the things, you first contacted me, I guess a couple months, it was back in January, actually, and you sent me this private Facebook message, and you were like, dude, I have this way to, get new patients for chiropractors, on autopilot, not like leads, but actual patients that schedule appointments online and then walk through their front door. And would you be interested in hearing about it? And I'll be honest with you, Dr. Jason, like, I get so much stuff like that. Not exactly like that, but just like, hey, I have this marketing strategy, and I was wondering if you could help me promote it to chiropractors, and it's like, you and I have known each other for a few years. We haven't necessarily been close friends. We've gotten to know each other much better over the last few months. But I was like, man, here's another one of those guys who has an idea, right? So at first I was like, I don't even know if I want to, if I'll just tell him I'm busy or something. Then I was like, well, you know what? I know him a little, we've met before in person. I was like, I'll talk to him. So I scheduled some time to get on Skype and talk with Casey and yourself. And that's when I met Casey for the first time. And when Casey explained to me how this software works and what it does, just like you, dude, at first I was just like, there is no way that is even possible, But then you were like, no, dude, like I'm telling you, 15 new patients in 2 weeks through the door. So I just realized at that point, well, yeah, you know what, we gotta tell more chiropractors about this. So Casey, if you could just kind of tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how obviously we know how the software kind of came into being. There was a need, and what do they say? Necessity is the mother of invention, right? So Dr. Jason had this need. He's a good friend of yours, and you were able to help him. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself first, and also how this software actually works?
Of course, man. Thanks again for having us. And it was Jason and I have been best friends, right? And when you see your best friend struggling, and you see him wasting his time, wasting his money, and putting those two in my opinion, the most valuable things in a person's life to waste, it was like, man, that's tugging on my heartstrings. I want to help my friend. I want to figure this out. And I own several different companies, and I'm also a top earner in a network marketing company, a weight loss and fitness company called Nutri. And I've used this kind of system and program and this software by targeting people that I want for health. And so I figured, I could probably change this thing up a little bit and gear it towards chiropractic. And I did, and I was able to integrate this with a few other different things as far as programming goes, and it worked. And so when I knew that I could get my best friend's time and freedom and money saved, I mean, we barely charge anything for our services, right? And then that's also going to give Jason back his time. And I think, like he said, all these doctors want is to be able to have time to just work on their patients. And the less time they're out in the field, the more money they're going to make by helping so many other people. And I was like, man, this is brilliant. This is so simple. So what I've done is I've been able to integrate a system to, let's just say, Chris, you're in pain, right? And where are you in? You're in Lubbock, Texas? No, you're in
McKinney, Texas.
McKinney, Texas, right? So let's just say you're in McKinney, Texas, and you're in back pain. And you obviously have lots of social media, right? You have Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and all that fun stuff. And you're on Google or Yahoo, and you're just searching around, playing on the internet, right? If you're searching for anything, my program will find it. It doesn't matter what it is, but if I put in the keywords, back pain, what are the other bone diseases, or stuff like that, whatever you
spinal degeneration, headaches, neck pain, allergy, asthma, all that.
Yeah, anything like that. If you're just talking, if you're tweeting about it, if you're commenting about it, if you're posting about it, if you're searching it in your area, I can target you in any geographical location, and I will find you. And so what I've done is I've been able to create some profiles coming straight from the doctor himself. Because what's more personal than having an advertisement or a special or a promo being sent directly to you, right? It instantly builds that compassion from a patient, right? You're already starting that rapport with the patient without you actually doing anything. So the profiles that we create are based on the contingency of where you're searching from. So when you're searching in McKinney, Texas for back pain, my program finds you, then finds you on one of your social media platforms in that demographic location, your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your whatever, right? And it will send you in some shape or form an advertisement or a promo if you will, a promo or special coming directly from you to that person, to you that just searched that for that problem.
Yeah. See, that's That's what I thought was so genius about it. And just to kind of give everybody a real world example of like how this would work, I'm sitting here in McKinney, like Casey said, and let's say I'm on Twitter or on Facebook, and I even type in something like, oh, I need a chiropractor, or oh, this headache is killing me. So what Casey's system will do, what his software will do, it will detect those keywords instantly.
Yes.
And it'll say, oh, look, this person here is looking for a chiropractor. Oh, look, this person here has a headache that's killing them. He then has a social media profile set up that it's your social media profile, so it's not yours exactly. They create one for you. So they might create, let's say, another Twitter account with Chris Burfield, Dr. Burfield, right? That promotion or that offer comes from my social profile to yours. And it might go to the Facebook inbox and say, hey, my name's Dr. Chris Burfield. I'm a chiropractor here in McKinney, Texas. And we actually have a promotion in our office right now. It's $19 for a consultation and exam. If you have any problems like headaches, back pain, neck pain, sort of thing, let me know and we'll schedule a time for you. Or you can click this link, and then there's a link in the promo where when they click it, it takes them over to a landing page that has an appointment calendar set up where they can request a day and time that they want to come into your office. From that point, there's an email that's sent directly to you, the chiropractor, that says, hey, Mary Jane just scheduled an appointment at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. All you have to do, or your staff needs to do, is get their phone number, which is provided to you, and you call them and say, hey, Mary Jane, this is Dr. Chris Burfield's office, and we just wanted to confirm that we received your appointment request, and we'll see you on Tuesday. We look forward to meeting you. That's it, and then the people come through the door. So yeah, that's basically how it works. I mean, it's really, really simple when you think about it, but there's so much that goes into making it happen. There's a lot of magic behind the scenes, and you guys are able to run this stuff 24/7, correct?
Correct. Yeah. No, we can keep this running, and that's the whole thing. Is that we don't want to turn the profile off. We want to keep the profile running and keep it going consistently, so that you get as much exposure as you deserve, and also you get as many new patients as you want. I mean, that's the whole point. You want to get out to as many people as you can. So we're really excited to get this program out there. We really are. We think we finally got it dialed in, and really excited about it.
Now, one of the reasons why I personally feel like this is an SEO killer is because there's a lot of search engine optimization companies out there, SEO companies, and they charge $500, $600, $700. I know some that actually charge like $1,000 a month. And when you sign up with that SEO company, they'll tell you, like, straight up, now don't expect any new patients for at least 90 days because you're not anywhere on the front page of Google right now. And our purpose, the purpose of our company, is to help you get on the first page of Google. And it could take up to 90 days for that to happen, and then maybe another 60 to 90 days even to get you in the top 1, 2, or 3 spots. Everybody knows that if you're not ranked in those first 3 spots, you're getting very, very little traffic to your website and to your office. But that's the whole purpose of SEO. What this software does is it bypasses the need for that completely. So when somebody searches chiropractor McKinney, Texas, let's say, on Google, when somebody searches that, there's all these people on the front page that you're competing with.
Yep.
And they're going to click, they're going to go over to your website, they're going to check out a few different websites, see who has the best presentation, which chiropractor presents him the best, which one looks most like the expert, like he gets the results, and then they make a decision based off of that. How many reviews does this chiropractor have compared to this one? How many positive versus negative reviews? There's all these little factors that go into determining whether or not they're going to choose you. Well, with the constant new patient software, it bypasses that. It finds the people that have searched you and then immediately, within 24 hours, sends, and a lot of times it happens even faster than that, within the first few hours, it sends a promotional offer straight to their social media, which is made to look like it came from your own personal social media account.
Perfect.
So if you know, I know a lot of docs are thinking like this sounds too good to be true, and it's just one of those things where it's just super simple, and it's not too good to be true. As a matter of fact, Casey, you've got some stories that you wanted to share with the docs of some chiropractors that have used this system. Would you mind sharing some of that information?
Yeah, through our initial other business model, it's very, you know, we've experienced a lot of other doctors, a lot of success, but there's two doctors that are really close to my heart, because one doctor, Dr. Lewis, who's out in Joplin, Missouri, right? I mean, in the middle of nowhere, you know, and you know, he was a nice guy. He's old school, very old school, but he came to me, he was like, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do. My practice, I lost my practice through some weather, some really bad weather, and I really want to get my practice back, and I just don't know what to do. You know, the bundle is this, the constant new patients. It's like, you know what, I really need this. I need this for my business. I need this to get my business back. And you can just tell he was down and out, and he didn't know what to do. He didn't want to use anything else because it was too expensive, and it cost him too much time. Where right now, time is not what he had. He needed to get new patients fast. And so we ran his profile, and we literally got him in 24 hours over 30 new patients soaring through his front doors. I mean, it's just an unbelievable story, because the guy was so grateful, and that's what I love. He was so grateful. It's like, you know what, Casey, I cannot thank you enough. You literally have blessed me with new life. Right, I was able to give this guy a new practice, a new just rejuvenation of the way that he felt. Right, he's old school. He's a little bit older of a guy, and he's a great doctor, but he lost, you know, so much, and now we're helping him rebuild. Like,
Yeah,
that's exactly why I'm doing what we're doing, because we're being able to help doctors like this, help so many others. So and with the ability to help these doctors, right, get his practice back and build up his practice. Now he's able to get back and help all these people that are out in Joplin, Missouri. It's amazing. And this all happened overnight. This is one case that happened overnight.
that's awesome. And what was the other one? You had another story you wanted to share.
Yeah, I got a buddy in Arkansas, right? Dr. James Smith, really cool guy. A really cool guy, and I just like this story because I just got the phone with him not too long ago. And you know, just such a good guy, and he moved to Arkansas, but he couldn't take any of his patients back from Chicago, where his old practice was. He had to find new patients, and he was nervous and he was scared, and he didn't want to just jump right in and spend, you know, $5,000 to $6,000 on a new website and a new SEO. He didn't want to spend $5,000 on going to go sit in a booth or whatever, you know, stuff like that, to go waste his time and money. He wanted new patients, and he wanted them to make sure that he was going to be okay with his family in a new place, right? He was starting a new practice. And so I said, listen, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to turn your profile on, and I'm going to run this thing, and I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure we get you new patients. Within his first month, his first 30 days, he sees over 13 to 15 new patients a week from us, and he's filtering new patients. His business is exploding. He told me today, he's like, you know what, I'm so thankful that I'm doing this. He's like, this is all I want to do. I don't even need to do anything else. I can't wait to refer you out to all my other doctors. I can't wait to refer you out to whoever needs refers. I'm ready to write a testimony right now, bro. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just like, man, that's what it's all about. You know, we're doing our best, right? We're a new company, but we're doing our best to do the best that we can for these doctors. And that's what I love, is that we're giving these doctors a very, very, very affordable way to get new patients by doing absolutely nothing.
Okay, cool, guys. So next thing I want to do is I just want to go over the different packages that you guys offer, so that chiropractors that want to get started right now today know what to do next. So there are two different packages. The first package is basically $5.99 a month. So it's a monthly recurring service. These guys work for you 24/7, 365. You will literally have patients schedule appointments to come into your office while you are sleeping at night. Seriously, like, people will go on in the middle of the night and they'll type in things like in Google and whatnot, like how to get rid of back pain, or things like spinal decompression therapy or whatever. Like, they're going to be up looking for stuff because they're going to be in pain. They're going to get this offer from you in the middle of the night. they're going to get it, go online, they're going to book that appointment, and then the next morning you can call them up. Hey, Mary Jane, I got your appointment request. I just wanted to confirm, blah, blah, blah. So $5.99, these guys work for you constantly, hence the name, Constant New Patients, right? So the second package is their exclusivity package. It's $7.99, and you have exclusive rights to your area. And this is actually pretty cool because, first of all, if you're in an area, let's say you're out in the middle of the country somewhere, right, where in the town you live in has like 1,500 people in it. Obviously, the search volume for that town and that area is going to be a lot lower than a search volume of somebody who lives in a town like McKinney, where we have almost 200,000 people that live here. So there's not going to be as many people searching for these terms online. So you can actually buy exclusive rights to your area and own the whole area. So no other chiropractor can come in and say, hey, I want to use Constant New Patients too, and now you're both competing for these people. So that's one of the reasons why, I mean, if it were me, I would do the exclusive package, because that's just how I am. When I go into an area, guys, what I want to do is I want to dominate that area. I'm not about competing with people. I'm about absolute domination. So that's why I would do the exclusive package. Plus, even if you're in a big city, you know, that exclusive package gets an area around your office, I think anywhere from, what is it, guys, like 10 to 15 mile radius or something like that?
Correct.
Yeah, it's like a 10 to 15 mile radius that you just dominate. Anybody searching in that area, whether it's on social media or it's on Google or Bing or whatever, the software is going to find them, and they're going to make the offer to them, and you're going to have constant new patients flooding into your office. Guys, is there anything that either of you would like to end with before we finish up this hangout?
No, we're excited. We're both very excited to help a lot of doctors, and you know, I mean, if you even just crunch the numbers and crunch the math, I mean, the ROI is unbelievable. I mean, we're basically giving away this program, you know, not about the money, but about the ability to help you guys and build your practices and help practices from the ground up, help practices that from the ground that went to the ground and get them back up going. I mean, there's so many opportunities out there to help you guys, and you know, we're looking forward to helping each and every single one of you.
I think I might have lost you guys here on my screen for a second.
Yeah, we lost you too. You're just kind of sitting there. We just see your face. No.
Oh, yeah, I can't even see you at all. All I see is, oh, you guys just disappeared completely. You still there? Okay, everybody, so we ran into some tech problems, you know, figures, but we're going to pick back up where we left off. I was just asking Dr. Jason about if he could share that story that he was telling me about the guy that came into his office that he got from Constant New Patients and didn't think the guy would necessarily be able to afford care, but he ended up paying for it.
Yeah, just this week, a couple of days ago, there was one of those patients that you kind of get the vibe that, you know, maybe they're not, you know, it's not going to be a profitable relationship as far as them being able to pay for care. And sure enough, after the ROF, I presented the care plan, and he just walked up to the front desk and wrote a check for his entire deal. And you know, it's when you see this program and how it works and how many new patients, he's already talking about referring his wife in.
Yeah, referrals are huge.
And so when not only your practice is infused with new patients, but also the referrals from those new patients, when you really wow them and do a good job of showing that, you know, you're the best chiropractor in your town, to help them out with their problem, it's just really amazing how your practice can explode literally sometimes overnight.
Yep.
And while you're sleeping, you know, while you're spending time with your kids, while you're doing all the things that you love to do, and all you have to do is go into the office, put your hands on patients, and release the healing power that their body has innately inside of them to heal.
Right.
I mean, it's just it really is an amazing program, and at these prices, I mean, your return on investment in this thing is huge, incredible. It is really incredible.
One new patient starts care from it, and you've more than paid for the monthly. You know, and I do want to bring up one thing here before we go, guys. You know, I know here's my personal opinion. This is just me. Obviously, you know, SEO is good. You know, it's like you want to be ranked on Google. When people search terms on Google, they find you, right? And you want to have a presence there. The reviews are important. People like to look at those, make sure that, you know, they're going to a chiropractor that's credible, that actually gets results. So all that stuff's good. But with this technology, I think that you guys are actually changing the game of marketing in making SEO almost obsolete. I mean, especially if I'm a chiropractor not ranked on Google's first page, or if I'm ranked somewhere down the line on the first page, all the chiropractors in the number 1, 2, and 3 spots are scooping up all the patients, and now I have the ability to ethically come in and get those patients before they go anywhere else with your software. I think that's absolutely amazing. And if I were a chiropractor using an SEO service, I would sign up with your program and I would try it out for 30 to 60 days and see what kind of results I actually get from it. So,
yeah, it really is that simple, Chris. It really is that simple.
Yeah. Well, cool, guys, man. Thanks for coming on today. I really, really appreciate it. You guys have an amazing service, and I know you're helping a lot of chiropractors, and you're going to help even more once this Google Hangout gets out to everybody and they start seeing this. So the next step to do is actually to go over to constantnewpatients.com, and you can opt in there and you can check out the demo video that we have on the site where you can see, get a more clear picture. I think we've explained it pretty well, but get a really clear picture of how this thing really works. And then you can choose which option you want, the $5.99 a month package or the exclusivity package for $7.99, exclusive rights to your area. And then from that point, you'll actually be redirected to an online form where you can fill out, there's information that Constant New Patients needs to get from you. So you'll fill out that online form, it'll be sent to them immediately, and they're going to get your profile up and running within a very, very, very short period of time. It's usually just a few days. Is that right, guys?
Yeah, now it's pretty clockwork. Yeah, it's pretty right away.
All right, cool. Well, thanks again, guys. And in the meantime, everyone, keep saving lives.